everybody. Today is August 15th, 2020. Excuse the fact that I look horrid, but I really wanted to document today, and I am not going to get ready at almost 9 o'clock at night to do that, so we're going to do it like this. The reason that I wanted to document today is because it was the first day that I felt motivated in a really long time, and that's a big deal for me because I've spent the last 2 years completely focused on my writing. Well, I shouldn't say completely focused because I have been a full-time teacher at a college and a high school, multiple different locations and all kinds of stuff. And so there's been other things happening in my life, and we just moved back to Colorado, and I made the decision not to go back to work so that I could 100% focus on writing. But I spent most of quarantine I spent a lot of it with my son, and I don't have any regrets about that. And we did a lot of really fun stuff together and spent a lot of one-on-one time together. So I don't see that as a negative thing at all. But I didn't spend a lot of it writing, and I didn't feel very productive. And today is the first day that I really spent a lot of time working on writing related things and kind of feel my drive coming back. And so I wanted to document that because I think a lot of exciting things are about to happen, and I want to have a record of the first day that I felt good about the direction I was going in a long time. So if you are just starting your writing journey, or maybe you've been writing a long time but haven't shared it with anybody, reach out to me. Let me know. I'd love to hear where you're at in your journey and what you write, and just connect with more people who are putting themselves out there in a creative way. You guys have a good evening. Hello, everybody. Again, excuse me, looking a hot mess. If you follow me on any platform at all, you know that we just moved from Texas back to Colorado, and so we've really hit the ground running in terms of house stuff and everything we've been doing. And so I haven't really gotten ready because I move stuff around and get hot and sweaty and gross. But today is day 2 of me recording for my motivational streak. I decided yesterday it would be fun to record every day for a week and see if it helps my motivation and my drive to kind of keep track of what I'm doing. So I finally fixed my subscribe button on my website today, and that sounds small, but it was a huge accomplishment, and so I'm really happy that that's done. I've also been recording my word count. I recorded it yesterday and also recorded it today, and so I'm going to see if actually writing down what I write in a day helps me continue to write. Let's see. Not much else to add today. I think that one of my main goals this year is to connect with more creative people. And so I've never really seen myself as a creative person, which is funny to me, and maybe it's because I'm not like an artist in the sense of like I don't paint or anything, I don't make stuff, but writing is an art form. I also love photography, and I love designing things like invitations and graduation announcements, websites, and so all of that is creative, and I'd love to meet more people like that. So if you write, or if you paint, draw, sculpture, do anything that you consider creative or you consider art. I would love to hear from you and what you're doing and what you're working on and where you're at in your process. Because I feel like that's evolved a lot this last year for me in terms of going 2 years ago, I shared my writing with no one, myself, that's it. And how much I've pushed myself these last 2 years, and I'm about to push myself a lot more, and that's scary, but I'm excited. And so I'd love to see where you're at in your own journey. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'll be back tomorrow. I want to add real quick, in case I forget to do it later, that if you are a writer, inspiration is a real thing. And so don't feel bad if you aren't writing every day or you don't have anything to write, you can't think of anything, or you're struggling, because sometimes it's going to hit you when you least expect it, and be ready for that. So yesterday I made myself write because I wanted to start recording my word count, and it was a struggle for me to get 170 words. Today I was looking through Pinterest and I saw this image. I was working on encampment and I saw this image and it just hit me. And when I got home, I wrote 500 words in no time at all. It literally 10 minutes or less had 500 words. And so be open to those moments. You know, some days as writers, if you write, you've got to sit down and make yourself get it on the page. But sometimes you do just need, like, I went to town with my husband, cleared my mind. I wasn't focused on trying to force anything and was scrolling through my phone, and then that scene hit me. And so, hey guys, it is day 3 of me recording myself and my motivation and my progress to see kind of where we're at the end of the week. I just recorded my announcement video for August 24th, and so I'm like super stoked right now, very high energy. Probably gonna go find my son and see if he wants to like go on a walk or something, because I'm jazzed up, which is good. It's always good to feel motivated and excited. And so that's what I've done. I have not written today. I'm gonna hopefully change that this evening and work on editing this video. And so super excited for the 24th when this announcement comes out. Hey guys, this is day 4 of recording motivation and word count, hopefully. There's been a few days in between, and so day 4 isn't actually day 4. We went camping and we've done a ton of house stuff, so there's definitely been days in between day 3 and day 4, but that's okay because we're gonna keep going and at least hit 7 days, and then maybe in the future I can do something like this again and make it consecutive like the original plan was. So we're working on book stuff and writing, a lot of writing. I was working on encampment when I started doing these, and I've kind of switched gears, and now for some reason I'm way into The Man Before You, like super close to a final draft, which is really exciting. I've been recording word counts every day, which is good. I'm excited about that. And that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to try to record a video today for my YouTube channel, and you can probably hear the tile guys working on my house. And let's see how many times I can say and. Those are fun words. Okay, I think that's it for today. I will check back with you guys tomorrow. So we are starting today in WordPress. I'm actually just trying to add some beta reader application buttons, and then something really cool, let's see, that I started last night and I'm going to finish today is I put a store on my website. And so this is freaking incredible, and I'm so happy. I'll add a picture of the pin and the bookmark today, and then Soul Jumper's on there. So now you can officially order stuff from my website. In our little banner up here. Okay, so I finished up what I wanted to do on the website, and now I am eating some oatmeal and working on The Man Before You. And so we are, let's see, we're at 52,675 words on this. This was a weird book for me because I did not write it in order at all. I started the book and then I basically wrote the last 4 chapters, and now I'm going back in and filling in the middle, and so it's definitely been an all over the place book. So I'm pretty excited. Right now the big thing just happened to force these two to go from friends to more than friends, and so that's great. And then we're on chapter 13 right now, and the first sentence on chapter 13 is, "The moment Jack was no longer her friend, where he became something more, was, with the exception of losing Reagan, the worst day of her life." And so these two coming together is a very traumatic thing, and a lot of this book is about loss and overcoming loss and living after loss, and so it'll be interesting chapters to finish up, but we're so close to being done with this draft and getting to send it to beta readers, so I'm excited about that. Okay, let's go. I don't know what to say. I hate whenever I don't have a scene in my head. Okay.
You're the night sky, trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. Be my night sky.
So when you guys, if you write and are writing something that you've never actually experienced before, what do you do? So if you have tips for that, leave them in the comments, please, because I consider myself very good at writing scenes I've experienced in my life or scenes that I easily relate to. But when it comes to something I've never been through, it's hard to assume what the emotion would be. And if I have nothing to directly link it to, it's hard. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's easy on one of my main characters' side. So the girl Eloise, she's going through something right now, and it's easy for me to relate to her and her situation. But then I'm also like switching back and forth between her and Jack, and what he's going through, I can't even imagine. And so I'm gonna have to figure out how to tap into that in a way that is, how do I explain this? Accurate, I guess, would be the word. I don't want to take a situation that people have been through, actually lived through, and make it way different than what they may have experienced. I want there to be a level of familiarity and accuracy. So I may be needing to talk to some people. We'll see. Good morning, guys. As you can see by the boxes in the background, we are still very much unpacking. I just woke up, fed the animals. Now I'm drinking a cup of coffee, which is amazing. And I'm struggling because if you saw my Instagram post, I started working on this book that I got the idea for on our way back from Farmington. It's actually a series, but the one I'm writing is the third book in the series. And so it's crazy, and it's just like flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing, and it's so easy to write, but I'm like, girl, you have 2 books not done that you're supposed to give to your editor in like a month and a half. And so I really need to focus on those. But I'm also a big believer in going with creativity and following the things that are inspiring you at the moment. And so there was a bird like right out my window trying to eat this moth that's on the window. That was weird. So yeah, I don't know what to do. We're gonna see what I end up working on today. Good morning. I am sitting here having coffee. If I can get that to point where I want it. I am actually starting right now on something kind of cool. I started looking at The Man Before You yesterday and started writing down, I'll see if I can flip it, the stuff I still need to do. And I'm going through the chapters, kind of get an idea, excuse my hand, of how many pages each chapter is, and if there's some where I can combine them, or places I need to make it longer, because we are down to the nitty-gritty on The Man Before You, and I think I'm going to finish it in maybe today. I'm super excited!